Hello, lovers. Oh, wait, that's not my thing. I'm sorry. That's not my thing. My bad. That's the other lady thing. Okay, I'm sorry. My fault. My fault. My fault. How y'all doing? It is Wednesday, not Tuesday. We got our days together. Everything all good. Everything all good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a good show for y'all tonight, as we do every week. You know, and look, we have a very special guest. Very special. She is the Dougie Fresh to my Get Fresh crew. She is the E in my PMD. Okay. She is the Ron Isley of my Isley brothers. All right. I know y'all ain't come to see me. Y'all came to see the one, the only V. Lenore.
Hi. Hello, lovers. Hi. I was jamming in the back.
Well, you was jamming. I seen you back. I seen you raising the roof back there. I seen you.
That was the jam. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm eating and listening and working. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
What you eating, V? What you eating?
Some chicken fried rice and an egg roll.
Dang. Hungry. That look good, y'all. That look good. All right. All right. It's V. Lenore, y'all. It's V. Lenore.
Moose.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Look, everybody. Thank you. What you mean? What's wrong with son? You want me to tell you two things wrong with her?
Is that a trick question? Right?
Look, y'all. Look, we got the CEO of Rock the Bell Central LLC in the house, the one and only V. Lenore. We are going to read some text. I know y'all been missing it because we've been missing it. We done had a lot of turmoil in our lives over the last week. We managed to elect an absolute idiot to the White House for the second time. Boy, what a country we live in. But we gonna make it, y'all. We gonna make it. And you know how I know we gonna make it? Because we are a tribe. We stand together in love. And that's what we do. And you know what love can conquer? Love can conquer all, y'all. So I'm good. If y'all good. V, you good?
Be good.
Okay, all right. I know you eating.
Good. Let me say this real quick, because I didn't say this when I went live. But I yesterday I was all emotional and acting like a whole crybaby. And I was just in my feelings about everything. And so I got over to meet with my boss as we were about to leave to go to Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. And I had a long conversation with her for about an hour. And she was like, look, you don't need to go. She was like, just go take care of you. So I took today off and I just rested up and I feel so much better about, a lot of things. And so I'm happy to be here with everybody. And I should have said that on my live, but I didn't. So thank you, Native, for being so accommodating and giving me space yesterday to sort of regroup. And I appreciate you.
Hey, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's the purpose. We family. We try. We roll. You know what I mean? That's what we do. So you will always have my support. I don't feel like you were being a crybaby. I feel like, crying is a sign that you're alive, right? That you have feelings. And it's better for you to get that out. So whatever I can do to provide that space, I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So because look, you were accommodating to me and you ain't even know me when I started. So
oh goodness.
So look, so I'm always gonna pay that back. So so that's not a problem. So but again, that's what we do. What we do right here? What we do?
Thank you. Happy to be back. I was cutting the food for an hour talking about that fool in Maryland. So
I got to go back and look at that. I saw you had Bun C up there. and Bun C won't help from Judge Mathis. I got to see that. This ass.
He's an idiot.
This ass. But let me tell you what I learned though, V, because you know I'm always into learning stuff, and I go to your lives and I learn so much. Okay. I learned so much. Like, you can say whatever you want to about your crying. I embrace you. I embrace that. That's not a problem. Let me tell you what I learned though, V.
What?
You just call people motherfuckers for real?
Yeah, for real.
Just motherfuckers.
On GP.
Okay. All right. And your mama called your daddy nigga and like it was his name?
And I did too till I was 3, but that's neither here nor there.
Your mama called your daddy nigga, like just nigga. Put that down.
But that was my uncle though. That was talking about yesterday. Yeah, she would call. My uncle would call. You know, because I said he was passing as white out in California. So
right. Okay.
Yeah. So she called him at least 1,000 niggas within like the hour conversation that they talk. And at the end, she'd be like, okay, you good? You got your nigga fixed now? You know, she's like, you must call here so I can remind you a whole nigga, right?
Wow.
That must be why you call. So.
Wow. V, we have got to do this Tubi movie. It's got to happen. It has to happen. The world is missing out on this story. That's all I know. We got to do the Tubi movie. Y'all, look out for the Tubi movie. V. Lenore, Do You Want More? That's going to be the Tubi movie that we going to do. Thank you for sharing, V. Lenore. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Look, sharing is caring.
You are a YouTube treasure. That's all I know.
Not a YouTube treasure.
Let's see who we got joining us this evening in the tribe. We got a combination of tribe and V-stylers in here. I got Mississippi Shell in the ATL. How are you? Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walker, Shame is here. Butterfly 23 says, hey, Native and V. And she says, hi, tribe. Myretta is here. How you doing, Myretta, my sister? Nola Brown is here. Coffee's Brewing says hello. No one yay no says, hey, tribe. I got Lord, you know. I don't know why that combination of words. I just have to say, Lord, you know. And she says, hi, Native and everyone. I got Nubian Queen is here. Allegedly in Harmon is here. My tie got flames in the chat. I got Bible Lady in the house. The Real VB Law and Order Certified is here. And she says, hey, V, Native, and the chat. Linda Gibbs is here. I got Tam Tam. Hey, Tam Tam. I got Vicky. Not Vicky is in the house. How are you? Legacy Moon. True Crime and Mystery is in the house. I got Black But Not Bitter, who also happens to be my hero. Black But Not Bitter, you my hero.
Black But Not Bitter. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Miss HLS just said, I learned that B doesn't like brown shirts, but it's really not me who called attention to that brown t-shirt. It really wasn't me. But ever since that person called it to my attention, I can't unsee it. And he has on the same brown t-shirt every video. Who brought that to our attention?
Listen.
Huh?
I just want to know when they started making extra medium shirts for grown men.
Not extra medium.
He got an extra medium shirt. That. I just want to know where you buy them at, because I ain't never seen it in a regular store. That's all I want to know.
I told him tonight, look, you can go to any store like Walmart, Target. You can get a pack of Hanes white tees for like what, $12.99, $15, $16.99 or something. You can get like 3 in a pack. Why the hell is he still in that same brown t-shirt every damn time he does a video?
It's sentimental values. He's wearing the twin shirts.
Oh.
So that's not the same shirt. That's the other twin shirt.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. It's sentimental value.
I was wondering if he even bathed, because shit.
Oh, Lord. Aunt Natty says, hey, Native and V. Hey, Aunt Natty, how you doing? Miss My Tony 72 says, hello, all. I can truly use a good gut-punching laughter tonight. Well, we will provide such gut-punching laughter guarantees. Shirley Divorce finally says, hey, chat. Doubles Wubbles is in the house. Can V see? V, can you see? Because Can VC says, hey. I hope you can see.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Can V see?
Can V see?
V can see.
Okay, V can see. All right, we good. We good. Leo Lady 251 says, hello, everyone. Happy hump day. Happy hump day indeed. I got Bridget Weaver Hicks is in the house with flames and kisses in the chat. And she followed it up with some blue hearts. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, she's saying hi to Nyla too. Is Nyla here?
I don't know. We never know who's gonna stop through. Hey, Nyla. Hope you get that Christmas tree, Nyla. You deserve it. Texas Toy got flames in the chat. Hey, Texas Toy. Blue Bear is here. Justin's mom has joined us tonight. Nola Brown is speaking just to you. Nola Brown says, hello, V.
Hi, Nola
Brown. It ain't like it's my channel or anything. Okay, Nola Brown.
But she said that her presence is your present. I mean, yeah.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Thank you very much, Nola Brown. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Hello, Ebony. What? I'm just in time. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Sanders RN is here. Thank you so much for joining us, Sanders RN. We got obsessed with the mess is here. Facts to feather. My brother from another mother, one leg off, is in here. Virgo Cali says hello. How you doing, Virgo Cali? Tanya be here. Tanya definitely be here, because Tanya be here right now. Only Me 23 made it in. My Bell is here. Hey, let's talk about it. All has made it in. I got Ms. Veronica says hello, V and Native and chat. Thank you for shouting me out and not just speaking to V. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Miss HLS is here. Look who showed up to his black job. Miss HLS, yes, I am here. Thank you very much. I'll do it on Monday says, hey, we missed you. Well, I missed you too. Don't get it twisted. It ain't just you. It's me too. Seniors need love too says, hey, Native, Queen V and Tribers. V, hope you're feeling better today. You are loved.
I do. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Seniors need love too.
You are so loved, Lenore. I promise. I promise. That's why I just want to stand next to you. I just want to stand next to you. If I could just stand in your shadow. Just that's all I want. Just if I could just stand in your shadow. Minding Business is here, and she also has flames and kisses in the chat. I got April B in here. Miss Mad About Music says, good evening, Native. Miss V, Tribers, and Stylers. Hello, hello, hello. Lux Life is here, says, hey, y'all just jumped in. Did I miss the warm-up? You did not, Lux Life, miss the warm-up. You didn't. You good. You good. We ain't did it yet. We are going to do it, though. We got flames in the chat. Good Judy says, hey, y'all. We got Diva Law 88, or excuse me, Diva Law 888. I'm sorry. Real is here. Go Roro made it in. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Go Roro, and Clutching My Pearls in the building. So good to see you, Clutching My Pearls. The Elite Diva is here. Rossi is here. Make it rain. Where you gonna make it rain at? NYC in Florida. That's right. Good evening, Via Native. How you doing? Lady in the Clouds. Thank you for coming out of the clouds. Lady in the Clouds 313. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Just Peeking is here. I got Black Lady Love. No, Black Lady Love, you did not miss the warm-up. Code name Melanated Beauty says, I don't know them folks. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Miss Lady is here. Tracy is here. We missed you too, Tracy. Trust me, we really, really did. We really, really did. I think that's just about everybody, V. I got D Shell in here. What's going on, D Shell? Delicate Dale. Did I speak to you, Delicate Dale? April B. I know I spoke to April B. I got Rakia Malik. How are you, Rakia Malik? How are you? How are you? All right, y'all. Linda Glaze has started us out with super chat. Hey, Native, just wanted to show some love to you because you showed so much grace and support to us last week when we were all upset and crying. Yeah, listen, that's the purpose. You know, if we look at everything, the purpose of having a tribe, the purpose of having a family is that you stand in love and you support. No judgment. You know, if you want to cry, if you want to scream, whatever you want to do, you need an outlet. You need a family. And that's what I'm here for. So thank you so much for supporting my channel because that's how I support you all back. Okay. So I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me, probably more. All right. Thank you, Lisa Glaze, for the support. I think that's everybody, V. Kimmy K is here. Houston Foodie has made it in. Golden Pearl is here. Shady is here. Say J is here. All right, family. You ready, V?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Ms. HLS is giving everyone a public service announcement. That public service announcement is that men should never wear mediums. Okay.
And women either. Shit. I don't want to see nobody no mediums.
Andrea says, hey y'all, I got Miss Boogie down in here, says, hey Native and V, what it do? I tell you what it do. It do be about to get dumb up in here. That's what it do. I'm free to be me, says hello all. Hey, I'm free to be me. So glad you made it in. Thank you for coming through. Reef and Muff's mom is here. Miss Apple Pie is here. I'm talking about the whole family here, V. They come to see you. I promise they do. They come to see you.
Please.
It's all about me. It ain't about me. It's all about you. They come over to the Native tribe to see V. Lenore. That's how this works. Natasha Razor Glam says, hello, everyone. Finally made it live. So glad that you did. Thank you. This is a good night to be here. Cass T says, hi, Native and V.
Hello. Ooh. Hell, I see people in your chat. I don't never see mine. A couple names I don't even recognize.
Right, because they come over here but they coming to see you. That's why they're here.
Right.
They come out the clouds to see V. Lenore, the one and only, the great V. Lenore. How many people can say that they sat behind Diana Ross? How many people saw MC Hammer coming down the aisle?
Don't forget, I'll be sure. Don't forget.
And I'll be sure.
Okay.
How many people can say that? Only look, not only was V. Lenore a superstar on these here United States land ground. No, V. Lenore went on the cruise ship. V. Lenore went into international waters. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. The internationally known. And she's known to rock a microphone.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. Comes, wait. Lady in the Cloud says, I came to see you both. Thank you, Lady in the Cloud. Thank you. I'm just trying to look, like I said, I'm just trying to stand in her shadow. That's all I'm trying to do, y'all. But now, the one and only V. Lenore and I am going to read the text. All right. Yeah. Now, in order for us to do such thing, I have to warm up because being Nesto for a few hours takes a lot, y'all. Takes a lot. Okay. Everybody can't just bounce back from this. This isn't regular English. This isn't, this isn't regular speech. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta warm up.
It's damn sure not regular speech. Now
It's not.
You ain't never lied.
It's not regular speech. It's not. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. Me. You have to listen to me. Them folk. That part. Thank you. Bingo.
Mm-mm.
Hello. Hello.
This fool has changed our life. Do you know that?
Has he changed the life of me? Me. You got to listen to me. That part.
Mm-hmm.
Them folk. I don't know them folk. I don't know them folk. I don't know them folk.
Okay.
I don't know them folk. They made detective off of me. All right. I think I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
I think I'm ready. Yeah. Yes, Jilly May, a bougie tribe and vibe and intellect. Yes, the remix. It's the remix. Now, V, where did we leave off before? It seems like we were around the 17th, the 18th.
Hell, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think we were around the 17th or 18th.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. I told you this made me so fucking sad. I love you. Okay, what the fuck you need to see? Okay, I think we stopped at the 17th, so I think the 18th is where we should pick up at.
Because I feel like we only got like 3 days in.
That's very true. From
the 14th, that is.
Yes.
National holiday.
Yeah. What national holiday is that, V. Lenore?
V. Lenore's birthday.
Lenore's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, and it could be just some internet chatter, that Stevie Wonder is reworking a new birthday song for you. That's what I heard.
I'm sure he is.
Okay. All right.
He is friends of the family.
Okay.
Literally. No, legit.
Okay. All right. So
not my friend, but friends of the family.
Well, if that's the case, why hasn't this already been done?
Maybe he's gonna debut it next year rather.
Okay. All right. Because now I'm expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm expecting it. All right. Let's see what we got. So the 17th, who was KK? I remember him having to tell her who KK was again because she wasn't paying no damn attention. So we did get that, and it's just a mental fatigue. 20 months later,
it looks kind of blurry to me, but I don't know why that looks like that. Here, I think I'm gonna pull it up from another screen. I think because I'm looking at the small version through StreamYard. Hold on.
Okay.
Go around to urban media. Okay, I'm gonna put it there. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's better, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better.
Okay. All right. I've been laid up since Friday. Just want to take a break. I'm still here working on things. Chin up. Okay. Yes, we did that one. I'm trying to think that we did this long ass one. I never thought social media would divide me and you. Don't screenshot. Yeah, I think we did that one. Yeah, I think we actually stopped on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. And on a bigger note, I know you're going through what you're going through. Yeah. I think we did. All right. We're going to start on the 18th, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what we're starting at tonight. Are you ready, Villanor?
I is.
All right, let's do this. Good morning, my love.
Oh. Good morning, love. Oh, what the fuck? So your new CP has all of the same info the last warrant holds, except arrest date March 15th, 2024. They reset the fucking clock on you. There is no fucking way this shit is going to stand. I'm making some calls today. Sorry.
I told you, baby. That made me so fucking sad. Sad face. I love you.
I love you too, corrupt ass county.
I go to court on April 8th, hopefully, in front of Judge Drake and not Manning. It's a preliminary hearing. I'm hoping Hannah steps up this time and let the judge know 14 months ago is when they charged me. Then dismiss the charges and put out another warrant to arrest me, etc., with a $700,000 bond. Hopefully, Hannah can convince the judge to dismiss or reduce the bond. It not being a capital offense. If not, I'll be back in front of Manning if it's not indicted by that date. It's not making any sense to me. I'm not worried though. I know you not gonna let me sit in here. You already promised me that, so smiley face. Doesn't matter if I'm indicted because I can still sit in for 2 years until there's a trial. Let Bible lady know when there's a court so she can record the hearing. I really don't want to communicate with her. ATM. But it's not her fault. The world hates me for something I didn't do. By the way, how's your day been thus far?
It's fine. It's just your never-ending situation with courts. I knew this country hate Black people. It's crazy when your race is the enemy. This would be the only issue with being Black I see. Every race unites but us. White men have us hating each other. This world is ending soon. You see it?
Good morning, my love. Thanks.
Good morning. Prepare for hearing. Get your questions ready. You must discuss the lease, warrant, dates of download, IP addresses, proof of age. They cannot waive hearing. Object to charges. Like he can object to fucking anything in court, okay? Objection, right. Your Honor.
She has no idea how anything works. What a sad existence. She don't even know how her own hair works. You think about that, V. Most people know how they own, like I heard you not too long ago talk about the things, the products you put in your hair and how you do your hair and everything. Mm-hmm. Most people understand how their own hair works. Sonya, as a grown-ass woman, don't know how her own head system works.
She don't know how her bowels work. How can you expect anyway?
Oh, Lord, you ain't never lied about that. Sonya, I'm sorry. I know you listening right now because we doing this on Wednesday instead of Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on the Lenore show. But I know you listening. Tell us how that works. I just want to know how that works. Do you wear Depends or is it Pampers? Is it preemies? Because you look like a preemie. You look like a grown-ass preemie. So do you wear the preemies? Can you just hit me up? Send me an email or something. We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Make sure she addresses it to that dude.
Oh yeah. She got address. Yeah. Sonya, this is that dude. By the way, I'm that dude. I'm that dude. Just so you know. Okay, I'm on it. I read an excerpt from Rick Ross' memoir about his case in 2019. He had been on ankle monitor for almost 2 years. He was facing up to life on kidnapping and ag assault charges. Firearm, but it was concluded in the end with a plea for a reduction to misdemeanors. His lawyer entered a motion to suppress certain evidence that was similar to my situation. Racial profiling a black man in a Bentley, illegal search or lack of probable cause to search, and some inconsistencies with the officer on the stand during the hearing. This was in Fayetteville County where he lives. There were so many correlated factors between mine and his case. Wow. The difference was that his attorney knew what to ask and how to attack the DA's witness. He knew how to approach the situation. He was able to circumvent on Ross' behalf a possible 30 to life sentence. They also used social media to their advantage. His fans were made aware of the unjust conduct of the DA office, and the court would have looked bad if they didn't conduct the proceedings in an impartial manner. Here's a quick history lesson in American jurisprudence.
Okay.
When has the law or law enforcement or court or any kind of justice system gave a fuck about how they look? Because there was a young man by the name of Rodney King who on a certain videotape was beaten by some officers in Los Angeles. And it seems to me that the court didn't give a fuck about how they looked by letting all of them go. That sound familiar?
Yeah, vaguely familiar. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Just trying
may have heard a little something about that at some point.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand when he says his fans were made aware of the unjust conduct of the DA office and the court would have looked bad. How looking bad the court's image looked.
Oh, let me ask you something real quick. I don't know if we discussed it. Did Fonnie Willis win?
Yes, Fonnie Willis.
Oh, ooh, I hate that for Nesto.
Oh, it's looking bad for Nesto. let me tell you something about Fulton County in Atlanta. I don't care what the rest of the country did. Fulton County, DeKalb County, we black.
They kept that shit.
We black. we black out here. I don't know what the rest of Georgia did. I can't speak for Tennessee. I can't speak for Montana. But I can tell you right now, DeKalb County is still Wakanda. It just is, y'all.
And Fonnie is still the queen.
And Fonnie is still queen mother.
Shut your mouth. Okay.
Fonnie ain't going nowhere. Y'all want to see Wakanda? Come to DeKalb County, and you will be in Wakanda. You'll be amazed. You will absolutely be amazed. I need you to see if you can find out what judge I will in front of, because I'm thinking about writing them, especially if it's Drake. But I need to know first. Thank you.
Election year. Plus, people not caring about truth. This country is so corrupt. I told you, time to leave. COVID was the warning. Once all this shit is done, we need to be out. They hate Black people. I know you're innocent, and it will be proven. I'm reaching out to some Republican supporters this week. Focus, you may be leading your representatives on this one. Love you.
I'm reaching out to some Republican supporters. What?
I told y'all months ago, it was obvious to me that this heifer was going to be like reaching out to Trump, reaching out to Trump's attorneys. She was going to be reaching out to them people thinking that somehow them motherfuckers gave a shit about Nesto.
I think Obsessed with the Mess makes a very good point. Ain't no damn Republican supporting her. That's
No. Look, you see how he getting ready to pack up some of these Hispanics, them 60% of Hispanics that voted for his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He about to ship their asses out right now. Okay, so the fact that these people think that those folks care about them is ridiculous. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, and let me just say this too, because I know I was listening to you and Marla too, and let me just tell you that when it comes to all these black people that's so enamored with Trump because they talk about his business acumen, and this man then bankrupted more than me and you combined.
Okay.
And can't handle a business, don't know nothing about business, puts his name on businesses that he don't even own and don't pay the people. They in for a rude awakening if they think that they voted for him because he's good for their business. You are good for your business lie, but you know that it's all gonna come out in the wash, as they used to say. Anyway, and also, how is your evening moving along? You okay? I'll also have all my questions written down for Hannah to ask during my preliminary hearing. She needs help. So since it's my life, I have to assist her as much as possible, even if it's really her job to prepare herself on procedure and strategy. Shaking my head. But yeah, you'll see my preliminary transcript and bond hearing transcripts are totally different. At least Lois was 100% aggressive, whereas Hannah is opposite. I should be able to beat this in preliminary. It's all going to depend on the performance of the attorneys, though.
Is that how it works?
That's not how it works. But you know what? He capitalized her. Okay. I had to find something.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
I love you, smiley face. Thank you, baby. Good morning, my love. How are you feeling?
Call me now. Call me now at the bank. What's the email associated with Wells Fargo? I'm in your email account.
Okay.
Call me.
Sorry it took a while to respond, but I was on the toilet. I was on the courtyard earlier. I was on the courtyard earlier getting sun and fresh air. Thanks for your commitment and time while dealing with your own shit with the baby, etc. I see you making progress. I believe I started that account with SunTrust in 2019. I switched over to Truist in 2022. I have to look in my old Discovery to locate the Truist account info. When I opened the SunTrust, it was under 770 number.
We have to call the bank to access the online account. They won't talk to me.
Okay, when?
What's your Apple email address? Do you remember the answer to Apple security questions? Childhood nickname? We read this. I remember all this stuff, but anyway.
Yeah, because all that was, the answer was dummy to all this, yeah. Childhood nickname, first balls. Whoever the hell hired you was a dummy, so that was dummy. Name of the first pet, dummy, because who the hell would hang around Nesto? Yeah, all that was, the answer to all those is dummy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the same one. Okay, so then where did we leave off then? All right, let's go. YSL attorney. Yep, I know. Yep. We did YSL attorney. And he said Nesto and Dion, and he forgot to put dummy. Okay, I remember that.
That's right, because I was saying his middle name is Dion. I was like, no, that's not his, because we had that whole like, wait, what?
Yeah. His middle name is like
Levert. Yeah, like Eddie and Gerald and Sean.
Yeah, Levert.
From Cleveland, like Sonya.
Ew, ew, ew.
I love you.
Good, my love. You okay? I love you. Have a good night, my love. Smiley face.
I'm here. Love you. I will send you all the important points for court. She must stress everything from the landlord's claims to search warrant. All the lies that got you here. The attorney said nothing makes sense. Good morning, handsome. They played the phone call of me ranting in Vegas after the video the bloggers put up missing. I think she meant pissing. Missing me off. Ugh. I was bothered.
Good morning, my love. Damn. So
Like
why are they still playing any of your phone calls when you said you was done with me, smiley face?
Because the internet is still hooked. I'm getting comments from people mad that I left you, smiley face. It's crazy. Write your attorney asking them to stop the YouTube. Even if they say no, put it in writing. It is affecting your cases. YSL lawyers stopped it. It can be done. Lies. The bank records for Wells Fargo, Jan, only has 4 checks, no debit card use. Can't see the checks. We'll try Truist Bank tomorrow. Ugh.
Okay, love. Thank you. I love you, smiley face.
I love you more.
My movements financially at the time was SunTrust, and the 4 checks were written out of Orange County, California. I was using Wells Fargo Bank while in Inglewood, California, around the corner from my place, because there wasn't a SunTrust Bank in LA, so it should show me using my SunTrust Bank card. I think that was between transferring banks at the time. So do you think if we call 24-hour bank hotline, they'll disclose to us the date and time the check was written? I know you'll be able to acquire the info from 2019, and now most def Zelle transfers from me and my wife, etc. So you should be able to obtain a good track record from that, along with the ATM machine being used a lot in Inglewood, California, and getting gas from there, Arizona, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Quick question, V. Do innocent people go through all this shit when they innocent?
No, they don't have to.
Okay, because they didn't. Okay, all right. Just curious. All right.
Yeah, I saw that for 2018, but no debit card in January. I'll check the other bank tomorrow. Plus, I don't see Zelle deposit from old girl. They're on your email. Think about Apple password question. That girl didn't answer. Love you.
Okay, my love. Thanks. Smiley face. Good morning, beautiful. Truist Bank closed at 1 today, baby. Have a good day. I love you and miss you.
Okay. Love you, boo. I hate not freely speaking to you for now. This shit is crazy. I know how you feel. I'm working on something. I have to go Monday to Truist. I was up all night babysitting and I overslept. So 9 a.m. Monday. Of course, Monday.
Yeah. I'll do it on Monday.
We read this too because we had the same conversation.
Yeah, I'll do it on Monday. That makes sense. Where do we leave off then?
Keep going. Keep scrolling a little bit.
We got through a lot of March. I thought we was barely in March.
I think that the week before that is when we only got through those 3 days.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, all right. So we made it to, let's see. This was today. I need that love.
I wonder if we got through got through March. Do you think?
You think we did? All right. Okay. All right. Well, I guess you're gonna use your dusty ass fax machine, son. You go ahead.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, we talked about that too. So where did she fax something? And where did she fax it from? And to whom? Because who received some shit on fax?
I don't know. I just want to know, when did the Commodore 64 have a fax option to it? I just don't know how the hell she faxed anything from her CNC. I don't know. I don't know. Did we talk about Diddy's house? Then we talk about this.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
About his house being raided? Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think we did that. Okay, so this is a good place to
okay,
start.
So Diddy's raid happened in March, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, seemed like it was last year, but okay.
I know, right? Because we've been dealing with it every day since then. So
I'm telling you, it ain't slowed down a bit.
Not at all. It's only getting better.
It's
only getting better. Shaquille O'Neal better watch his ass.
Literally.
Okay. All right. So okay, cool. So let's see, the 25th. Okay, so we'll go with okay, good news. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's good news. Thank you. On the way, smiley face. So when are you gonna have the phone records? I see they raided Diddy house today. Shaking my head. What's going on with that? How's your day moving along so far?
I saw that. I will call Wednesday to check on everything. Fingers crossed. Plus, Fonnie was hit with a lawsuit for keeping people in jail past 90 days without indictment. I'm checking on that, plus some other things.
Okay. I love you. That's why they did me last week. Damn. Good morning. How you feeling, my love? Smiley face.
Good morning, love. Call me. Your friend Sheldon wants to speak with you. I got into your IG page and messages. Smiley face. We read this too, though.
Damn. We was some reading folks last time.
We read our asses off.
We did.
We might have gotten through March, to be quite honest. Now that I'm thinking we might have.
As you would say, V, we were some reading motherfuckers.
We were some reading motherfuckers. Okay, now look, y'all, I just want y'all to know, Nathan said I can't call him motherfucker. He said that.
Kind of hurts my feelings.
I love motherfucker. That's my favorite word.
Actually,
I know y'all think it's nigga, but it's really motherfucker. I love that word.
So quick sidebar, V. At what age did you start that one?
Oh, I was saying that too at 2. But here's the thing. So the thing about that is I wasn't like freely allowed to say that one. The way in which I was allowed to say that was if I was either A, repeating my uncle, who was king cusser of all time. He was like next to Richard Pryor cussing. Mm-hmm. So if he said it and I repeated it, that's one thing. Or if I lied on him and said that he said it, then I could say it. And then, but that's it. I'd be like, Mommy, Uncle Super said motherfucker. He would be like, you are lying. I'm 2. That's how he talked to me. And I laughed. It was funny.
The fact that there was a way for you to say it, the fact that there was a loophole in the rules of the house for a 2-year-old to say motherfucker.
For real. That is no lie. That is straight up and down the truth. So I wasn't really allowed to say that word, but if I could repeat it, if someone else said it, I could say, Native said motherfucker, Mommy.
I don't know how y'all family was, but in my household, there was no loophole for me to cuss. Okay. Maybe it was just the way my mama, worked. But There was no loophole. I couldn't say, well, he said shit. So that's why I said shit. Because guess who would have got the shit knocked out of them? Me, okay? I'm just saying.
In your messed up voice, huh?
They were, yeah. Wait. Did you just hit me for saying shit? Just saying.
Yeah, I could say there was 3 words I could say, and that was nigga, bullshit, and damn. Those were the 3 words I could say.
Why though? Why? Why? Why could you say those at 2 years old? Why was that allowed?
No, I was saying it from the time I was 1 to 2. Now, I literally could speak in full sentences by the time I was 1. So, and that's not a lie either. I was walking by the time I was 9 months. I was talking full sentences by the time I was a year old. So I was cussing. They all cuss. So there were no kids around. It was just adults drinking and smoking and cussing. So I was there. They were my friends.
But were you drinking and smoking too?
No, I was breathing in that secondhand smoke though. It's a wonder I don't have cancer. Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, cigarette smoke was just a cloud in in every environment we were in. It's just ridiculous. And they were drinking, and I'd be sipping. My mom would drink gin and tonic, and my daddy had some whiskey, and my aunts and uncles, they had their own drinks, and I was sipping out everybody's glass, and we were all drunk and cussing, and I was breathing in secondhand smoke. It just was what it was. I say all the time, it's a wonder that CPS wasn't called. Okay.
Right.
It's a wonder.
Because think about it, V. They was about to take Penny away from Walona for a lot less than this. Okay.
I'm just saying.
They was about to take Penny away from Walona for a lot less than this shit. Walona had a party.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even her fault. It was her fake ass boyfriend party. And they was about to take Penny away from Walona behind this fake ass party. So I'm just saying,
that's pathetic. That's pathetic because Chip Fields had the whole iron to that bitch. Okay.
Oh, man. She showed it. Mama, I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry, Mama. It just, Lord have mercy. Lord, fade to black. Lord have mercy. Oh.
I know. I remember that scene.
That was one of the worst fades to blacks ever.
She had her shoulder up like, I'm sorry, Mama.
She tried to run
to the side with her shoulder up to her ear, huh?
She tried to run to the bedroom. She had the bedroom door locked.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you was gonna try to run in there.
What? That's so evil.
Look, now I couldn't cuss as a child, but when I saw that as a child, I was like, "What the fuck?" I knew you was gonna try to run in there. I was like, "What the fuck, Lord, Lord." Oh my God. Is she gonna kill him? Yeah, scared the shit out of me, V. I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna say you almost said damn.
Man, I was like, Lord, what's gonna happen to Penny? And it was a cliffhanger too?
Right, it was. To be
continued. I thought that heifer was gonna die next week. I was like, Lord, have mercy. Penny, are you okay?
Body Lady said good time seeing was her first childhood trauma.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Like, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
You watching that as a kid, you like, well, damn. And I saw it every time my mama ironed clothes, I was like, oh shit. Every time she pulled out the ironing board, I'm making sure I'm doing homework or something. I ain't trying to be Penny. Like, I don't know what she doing.
My God.
Hell, I made sure I was. Yeah, thank you, Rossi. It scared me straight. You got doggone right. Thank you. I ain't do shit wrong.
Oh God.
I ain't do shit wrong after that. All right.
Wait,
So
D-Dub said Willona was a thief. I don't remember that. She stole something.
Willona?
Yeah, Willona said. Willona said. D-Dub said Willona stole something from a boutique. I don't remember that.
You know what, she did actually wear their clothes a lot, and you know, I don't know, D-Dub, I don't know if she actually stole them, but
she borrowed them.
She did kind of come in with all them people clothes on all the time. I'm just saying, you know. Ebony, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Says 2 months already. Time flies when you having fun. Glad you're having fun, Ebony. We gonna keep it up. How about we do this, V? Why don't we just skip to April?
Okay.
And we gonna just go from there because it looks like we've done all of this.
80% CMOS said V was playing Bid Whist at 3. Actually, I wasn't. And here's the thing: I said before, I made the mistake and said something about they was playing spades. No, my parents played Bid Whist. I never really caught on to Bid Whist. I am a fierce spades player. Now, me and my dad would play spades when I was like 4 and 5. Like he taught me literally, y'all. Me and my dad would sit around, play gin, we play spades, we play speed. Look, I ain't had no friends. There were no kids around. So me and that nigga would sit and play.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I just want to get a temperature check. How many of you all would watch the V. Lenore Tubi movie? Put a 1 in the chat if the V. Lenore Tubi movie would be on repeat in your home, because I'm telling y'all, this story right here is what people want to see. All right? This is what people want to see.
And it wouldn't be.
Man, put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to see the V. Lenore story brought to you by Native Tribe. And look at Black But I Bet got multiple ones. Multiple ones. Look at this. These people want to see facts to facts. They want to see.
Oh, I remember one of the first stars I ever met, and I was like 4. I know I wasn't 5 because we didn't live in this apartment building after, by the time I turned 5. But I remember one day I turned 4 and I went downstairs when my aunt, because I told you it was like a 4-unit apartment building we lived in, and everybody in the building, they was family, right? Because that was who was smoking and drinking and partying every weekend, was everybody in the building, right? And so one day I went downstairs to my Aunt Reenie's apartment, and I went in there, and one of the men from Gladys Knight and the Pips was sitting there. I was like, I don't forgot his name now. I was like, you're a Pip, because that's the other thing. I did shows. You see what I'm saying? So while they's drinking and smoking and playing cards, I'm over here doing shows, singing songs. And when I saw one of the Gladys Knight and the Pips was there, I was like, oh my God. I knew who he was right away. So yeah, that's my life.
Just Pekin said, not only would she watch, I'll keep V movie on repeat. Thank you.
Silly.
I'm saying, people want to see this. And God bless the little actress that we get to play young V. Lenore. God bless her. Because
Say Jay, it wasn't Bubba. Now that I would remember. I would remember Bubba's name because that's Gladys's whole brother. No, but it was the light complected guy. Yeah. Kind of had a little thinning hair at the top, fro on the sides. Yeah, that one.
V. Lenore, the little girl that's gonna play you, the little V. Lenore, bless her, because she's gonna have to say some things, and she gonna have to ask her mama, is it okay to come to the set? When she get on the set, Lord bless her. Bless her.
Oh God.
The play little V. Lenore we're gonna have to have some special permissions.
And God forbid she be into method acting.
Oh Lord.
Be around the house trying to play her part, stay in the role.
I'm just saying, Lord have mercy. But y'all, look, the V. Lenore movie brought to you by Native Tribe Films. I'm telling you, it's coming We're gonna work this thing out. I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's gonna be good. It is going to be good. Boys Nana brings up a good point. Boys Nana says the little girl will need therapy afterwards. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Whoever play little V Lenore, she gonna need some therapy. Yes. Eerie Vibe says, I heard of ferocious kids, but young V was terrifying.
I was very sweet and I was a good girl. I really was good. I mean, it may sound like I was bad, but I wasn't. I was allowed to do those things. And I knew not to do them in public. I knew I could only do them at the house. I could only do it at the house with the fam.
Wait, Vic to the Bell said we're going to get a little Puerto Rican girl. They cool.
Oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, Virgo Cali said a little girl would need red lipstick. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna show y'all some pictures one day of me at a party. You gonna see all the pictures of my childhood was a party. It was somebody's card party, boxing party, spades party. That's it. That's all. So I'll show y'all.
Ooh, all right. Well, we're gonna work on the script.
Okay.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it shot. It's gonna be on location in Ohio. And we're gonna make sure that we got bells on the set. We're gonna tell the story. We're gonna tell the story of V Lenore. That's what's gonna happen. Because the world wants to see this. The world I don't care what you say. The world want to see this. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna pick up on April 1st.
Okay. April Fools. Okay.
April Fool's Day. What an appropriate day for these two to talk.
Okay.
It's like their own holiday.
For sure.
Good morning. I miss you, sad face.
Good morning, love. Miss you.
Heard back from the clerk today, and my bond amount says $2,800,000, which means the DA literally added the same charge and bond to the previous one, which was apparently never dismissed in the system. That's a clear case of double jeopardy. No, it's not. As I'm being charged for the same exact charge, just separate dates of an arrest. I need you to hound Joe and Hannah. They obviously aren't doing their job. I went from 1.3 million to over 2 million in bond. How the fuck does that happen? My defense needs to address this and have it cleared prior to me going to court. And also, I found out the judge's name is Brooks, whom I'll be in front of on the 8th. Let them know that as well. But this is crazy. Shaking my head. I have a bond like a person accused of serial unaliving. Hell, some unalivers have lower bonds. This is ridiculous.
Why didn't the paralegal tell him that that's not double jeopardy?
Because her dumb ass don't know. She don't know. She don't know. Her dumb ass don't know. That's why.
Okay.
That's the reason why. Yeah. They didn't have that. She didn't watch that episode of Law and Order, so she know.
Oh, gotcha.
Even though they got a whole movie called Double Jeopardy. That actually tells you what the fuck Double Jeopardy is.
Absolutely.
She don't know. She don't know. She just don't know.
That's what Ashley Judd, isn't it?
That is what Ashley Judd. That is an awesome
Morgan
movie.
Freeman.
It's an awesome movie. Was Morgan Freeman?
That was a good movie.
Was Morgan Freeman in it?
I think so. Well, it was a black actor.
Okay, then that probably.
I thought it was Morgan Freeman.
That probably was Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
I could be. Or was it Sam Jackson and Ashley Judd?
It wasn't Samuel L. Jackson. I know every Samuel L. Jackson
Okay,
movie.
my bad.
No.
All right,
The great one. The great one.
Huh?
Okay. The great one. Samuel L. Jackson. I know all the Samuel L. Jacksons. Okay.
How is that possible? He's been in more movies than I think any actor alive.
He has.
He really has.
Samuel L. Jackson, fun fact, y'all, is the highest grossing actor in Hollywood.
Because he says he never says no to a part.
Correct.
No matter how big or small, he always said yes. So
another fun fact, did you all know that Samuel L. Jackson is in Kill Bill Volume 2?
Kill Bill Volume 2. What part?
There is a scene in the church where she goes into, and there is a piano player. He is the piano player. No lines. You can't see him. But if you know the piano player in that church, that's Samuel L. Jackson, y'all.
I can't remember. I barely remember that movie. I wasn't all that into it. Now, Volume 2, is that the same one that Vivica was in?
Vivica was in 1.
1. Okay, my bad. Okay. See, I wasn't all that into the Kill Bills like that. So I think I only saw the one Vivica was in, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Volume 2, if you look at that scene, like you can't really tell, but that is Samuel L. Jackson.
How many of Spike Lee movies was Samuel L. Jackson in?
Spike Lee, I can only think of 2.
2? What 2 of those?
He was in School Days.
Yes.
And he was in Jungle Fever.
And Mo Better Blues.
Okay.
Because remember when old boy got his fingers, when Spike got his fingers broken?
Right.
He was one of the dudes that beat his ass.
Right. Ms. Lady has reminded me that he was in Do the Right Thing. He was the DJ.
And Do the Right Thing. He was the DJ. That's right. And Take 6 is singing, as a matter of fact, in that. But anyway.
That is correct. Yes. But I love me some Samuel L. Jackson. Okay. Because V, as much as I know you embrace the word motherfucker, can't nobody say motherfucker like motherfucking Sam Jackson.
Now that's a fact.
Shit.
Now, had he met my Uncle Super though, then he would be number 2. But I will say in Hollywood, nobody can say it like Samuel L. Jackson.
Sure can't. They sure can't. And let me tell you something, V. I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yes, I was about to ask you about that snakes in the plane. Wait, you see what my Ty said in the chat? What do V. Lenore and Samuel L. Jackson have in common? Motherfucker, that's what. Okay.
And look, to Justin's mom's point, Avengers is my favorite. He had a big role in Captain Marvel. If y'all remember in the Avengers, was that let me see. Yeah, that was at the end of the Avengers when everybody was kind of like evaporating and everything, and Samuel L. Jackson looked down. And what I loved about that scene was they got him right when he was about to say motherfucker. And he just disappeared. I was like, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. But yes. And I actually, V, I think I told you, I used to do background extra work.
No, you didn't tell me this.
Yeah, I used to do background extra work. So if I look familiar, it's because I'm walking behind your favorite actor in a movie.
Okay.
And one scene that I did, and I did not know he was going to be there that day. There is an Apple TV movie called The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray.
Oh, I love that movie.
I'm in that movie. And if you see the very last, like the end of it, when he's in the hospital bed, and you probably paid me no attention, but he's in that sanitarium, I'm sitting on the floor right in front of his bed, and you can see me.
Shut up. We're going to have to pull that up.
I was there. It was an 8-hour shoot. And let me tell you something about Samuel L. Jackson that y'all might not know about this dude. He cussed like that for real.
Oh,
it ain't no persona, it ain't no image. He cussed like that for real.
I think that he literally has ad-libbed that in many movies, and now they love it for you. Like, think about Pulp Fiction. I don't think that shit was written like that.
No.
When he's talking about, when he kept saying, what was that line when they're aren't they in the diner or something?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes off talking about motherfucker, whatever. I don't think that was written like that. I think that was him doing what he does.
We were on the set doing that scene, and it was shot in an old Atlanta school, like an abandoned school. So they had this classroom, and it was, they made it look like it was a hospital room or whatever. And so the director was like, okay, everybody, Samuel L. Jackson will be here shortly. And I had no idea that he was in the scene. So I'm like, damn, Samuel L. Jackson. And within like a few minutes, he came in fully, you've seen it. So, he had the gray beard and everything. He walks in with all of his makeup and beard and everything on. And the first thing he says is, all right, motherfuckers, I'm here. Let's get this shit on the way. I got other shit to do. I'm like, damn, you cuss like that for real? You cuss like that for real? Like in just regular ass conversations, you cuss like that. But I'm gonna tell you something that people like really don't understand about him. That man is an amazing actor, and to see him do it in person, I was blown away. Like, this dude is good. I mean, good. So yeah, that's my Samuel L. Jackson story. That dude was cussing everybody out. He did his scene, and then when the scene was over with, all right, motherfuckers, it was good to see y'all. Good to see everybody. I got more shit to do. I'm like, okay. Like,
wait, wasn't that movie though? Wasn't really a movie. Wasn't it kind of like in parts?
Yeah, it was a miniseries. Yeah, but it
like four different parts or something like that.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It was on Apple TV. Yeah, but that day, I will never forget that day. I will never forget that day. I was like, damn, he walked in, and because I had done so many movies, and when you see the actors, they fumble in their parts, or the director got to talk to them, or whatever. Not him. He knew his lines, and he delivered. He was helping the other actors in that scene with their lines, like and how to make it more realistic. Like, he was just, he's just a really just well-rounded when it came to acting, and I just think he needs to get more props for being the actor that he is. I mean, because he's incredible.
What's that little girl's name that played? I'm talking about the lead with him
in that show.
Yeah,
Dominique Fishback.
Is that her name? I would never know her name.
Yeah, Dominique Fishback is she was so nice. Like, she was just nice to everybody, which is really rare when you go on these sets, because a lot of times the people that are in front of the camera treat everybody else like shit. But she was actually pretty nice. So yeah, Dominique Fishback was there. I can't remember who else was in that scene, but yeah, he was really, really it was a good experience. That was one of my favorite ones that I did, was that Last Days of Ptolemy Gray.
What else have you been in?
I did 2 episodes of Star, if you all remember that.
Yes. When? Which ones? I mean, so like Star being like Queen Latifah, Brandy,
right?
Quincy.
Yeah.
Wasn't Quincy in it?
I think so, but I did 2 episodes of that. I can't remember exactly which ones, because I never watched the show. I was in Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew with Kyrie Irving and
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, it was, Uncle Drew was about the basketball player, like the old man. He was a basketball player, and Lil Rel was in it too.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
I didn't see it then.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Kyrie Irving acts.
So I was in 2 episodes of Star. Did Uncle Drew. The first movie I was in was All Eyes on Me, the very disappointing Tupac movie. That one.
Okay, I know people didn't like it, but I've watched it multiple times, and I don't have a big problem with it. But what did you feel about it?
I felt, okay, let me tell you. So we were there. They shot it in Buckhead, and the scene that I was in was the scene where he runs down the steps and he punches the drug dealer, because that's what you do. And his mom is out there smoking crack, because that's what you do. And so I'm in that scene, and I'm kind of like in the back. And for whatever reason, it took us like almost 12 hours to shoot 2 scenes that day. The other scene that I was in, they cut from the movie. So I'm only like in the background in that one scene in that. But that was an interesting experience. I will say this. Being on the set and watching what we shot that day, I had high hopes for that movie. But the way that they edited and paced that movie was awful. The pacing was just awful. He was a baby for like 2 seconds. Then he was a little kid for 8 seconds. Then he was full-blown, fully developed Tupac in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Ain't nobody got time to see him grow up, nigga. We want to know. Look, he died at 25. We got to get the most of what we can out of his life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about him being a kid.
I get it. But here's the thing. Why put the kids in there? They hired a whole baby. They hired a whole baby to be in the movie for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It was cold that day, V. They ain't need to have that baby out there like that. They just didn't need to have the baby out there like that. I'm just saying. But that was my first real movie experience. And so like I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I didn't know how to dress. It was one of those Georgia days where it's really like warm during the day and then the temperature drops to cold as shit by at night. So I was inappropriately dressed. I was freezing to death. They had a barrel of fire out there because you know how the projects be having barrels of fire. And and so when the director would yell cut, everybody would just run to the barrel of fire and would just be like trying to keep warm and talk about Tupac. So that was interesting. But I'm trying to think what else. Oh, a lot of TV shows did that one TV show that was supposed to be like the country version of Empire, but it was country music and they had white folks and I did like 4 episodes of that. I don't know why.
Nashville?
No, it was the one show that was on Fox. And it lasted 1 season and then they cut it off. And I can't remember what the name of it is for nothing, but I did 4 episodes of that. And it was so whack. I was telling people on the set that it wasn't going to last but a season.
Damn.
I was like, this shit is
a hater.
I am. I'm a hater of bad shows. Yes, I am. I absolutely am. Do y'all remember that show that was about the those housewives that stole that money and they stole the money from the drug dealers? It was on NBC. Good Girls, that was the name of it.
Oh, I didn't watch. I never saw.
I'm in an episode of Good Girls where I walk by the camera and you can actually see me kind of walking by. I had a bag of groceries and I did that. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of movies being shot in Atlanta. The one that I really thought was the best experience, though, as far as being an extra, I actually did an episode of Ozark.
Did you?
I did an episode.
They filmed that in Atlanta?
They film Ozark in Atlanta. Absolutely, they do.
Wow.
And you would never be able to tell it from looking at it, right?
No.
But the scene that I'm in, or actually, because I had never watched the show before I did it, the scene that I'm in is the scene that they use all the time where like it's like a trailer. Like the trailer park girl, she lives in that one trailer. That whole set is over there by Lake Lanier. That was the first time I'd ever been to Lake Lanier. And I was like, man, this shit is creepy as fuck out here. Like it just had a real weird vibe. And I didn't really realize that. I was like, wait, this is good. This is Lake Lanier. But in that scene, I'm a construction worker. Okay. I'm pushing a wheelbarrow. This is season 5. I'm pushing a wheelbarrow because they were installing a pool in the scene. So I'm one of the people that's helping put the pool in, and I got a hard hat and I'm pushing a wheelbarrow and I walk right in front of the camera as the one blonde girl is talking to the other lady and they're sitting on the couch and they're talking. So if you all remember the construction worker with the wheelbarrow, that's me. That's why.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny because you mentioned Lake Lanier, and I remember being out at Lake Lanier on 2 different occasions. I never knew anything about Lake Lanier and the stories about it until after, like years later. I didn't know, all of the haunting stories, I should say, that are told about it, and I know Usher's stepchild passed out there and stuff. And that's when I think I really started to hear more details about, that area. But what you said, it gave you a creepy vibe. So did you know the stories at that time?
So I had heard about Lake Lanier. So where Lake Lanier is, I really like. It's like kind of north, kind of east of like the actual Atlanta metro. So I had heard about it, but when I went to the casting, like because what they do when you get casted for the movie, they basically just give you an address to put into your GPS. So I didn't know that that's where I was going. And so when I get out there, and you park and everything. And I found out, I was like, wait, this is Lake Lanier? And I'm like, holy shit. You feel like there's something else there. It's hard to explain it. But if you ever walk into a room where people had just left and you can still sense that there were people that were once in that room,
you can smell them or something like that. Like, yeah.
Exactly. That's the feeling that you get when you go out there. So
wow, I never knew.
My thought was, how in the hell do people go out in this water or on that water or anything near this water? Because when I sat there and looked at it, because in between scenes or in between takes, the production assistants and everything, they would go out and they still had, and this is the creepy thing, they still had like old benches, like how like at the park those benches, but the benches looked old and they looked like they were worn out and they look like they had been through something. And when you go out there and you sit on these benches and you're around all this stuff and that water and that feeling. And let me tell you a funny thing about that scene that we shot. There was a bird that would not shut the fuck up. They had to stop production because they could not hear the actors doing their lines. It was almost like the bird was either warning or the bird was just speaking or something. Because normally a bird will just fly, go over here, come back, fly, whatever. This bird sat there and it was like it knew they were shooting a scene. And it was almost like the bird was trying to stop the scene from happening. It was the weirdest shit ever. And the director had this and they tried to work around it. They tried to move the boom mic. They tried to, to make it work. The director was like, we got to wait for this bird to leave. Like, we can't do nothing with this bird. And the bird would not shut up.
Wow. They wouldn't even shoot like around like in the trees or in the area to make it go like move or anything.
No, they didn't.
And I don't mean shoot the bird. I just mean, you know what I'm saying? Like just to startle the bird.
But no, they didn't. The bird was just ruling the day at that moment and would not move, would not shut up. And I've been outside before. I know how birds kind of operate, you know what I mean? And I had never seen a bird just sit in a tree and yell so loud for so long that the director was like, cut, y'all, we got to wait. So we ended up waiting. And we waited for the bird to leave, and after about an hour, we had to get back to shoot the scene, and that's how I thought that was the weirdest shit ever. But all of that was at Lake Lanier. Yeah.
What's interesting is that like Cynthia Bailey, her house is out there, and hearing you say this, that you felt like this eerie feeling. It's like, well, I honestly didn't know anything about it at the time, so it didn't mean anything to me to be out there. And I was super young, so I don't know that I would have picked up on anything necessarily. But the fact that people go out, and what show was that again? Because I'm like, was it a scary scene? Like maybe it's good for the vibe if the scene is scary or something.
This is Ozark, and they use this because now again, I had never watched the show. Then after I shot it, I went back and started watching from season 1. So anybody that's seen this show, you all know where the one blonde girl that's the trailer park trash, her trailer, that whole scene, that whole set is out at Lake Lanier. That water that's behind them, that's Lake Lanier. And so they have been using the same set for all the seasons of the show. That's just where they shot that one part at. And I mean, it looks perfectly authentic, you know what I mean? Because it looks backwoods. It's a wooded area, and that's where the trailer was. And the funny thing is that I'm there, and that's the first time I saw the trailer was in real life. Then when I went back and watched the show, and I was like, oh shit, that's the trailer. And that's where they shot it at. Yeah, Ms. Lady know what I'm talking about. She shot. That's what. So basically, no, it wasn't for that. It was just that was just the look of the scene because it's supposed to be in the Ozarks, and and people would never know the difference, just like you didn't know that they shot that here, but yeah, that's the only reason they used. So it had nothing to do with the scene itself. That's just for all 5 seasons. That's where they put that trailer at, and that's where they shot it at, was out at Lake Lanier.
Wow. Here I'm looking at the cast, trying to figure out who the person is y'all talking about.
She's I can't think of what's her name, y'all. Ruth.
She played the part of Ruth.
Yeah.
Or her real name is Ruth, or I see it. Julia Garner. That's her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruth. So she was on the set that day. It was it's season 5, y'all. And they're building a pool because I guess, I wasn't really following the story, but I guess she got some money or something. They were building a pool. And her and the other lady were sitting on the couch talking while they were watching them build the pool. And that's where I came in at with my hard hat. And let me tell y'all something, man. When I get into character, I'm in character, okay? So they said, you push this wheelbarrow. Let me tell you something, man. I pushed the shit out of that wheelbarrow. I think that if you were to go try to find another scene with another wheelbarrow pusher, it would be hard for you to find
to meet your standard.
Than your boy Native. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. I sent Native so let me, and you saw my message when I said the irony is the person who sent it to me is a filmmaker per se. Yeah. Actually, it's me and Black But Not Bitter's friend. Okay, we know him. So anyway, he sends it to me. So there was this. Have y'all seen this clip from Britain's Got Talent? And it's this little boy, or young black guy. He looks like he's African or something. And he doesn't speak, and it's looking like he's doing this magic trick or whatever. And it's real crazy. So my friend Derek, actually, and Derek's been on my show several times, but he sends it to me. And he's like, this shit's crazy. He's like, but I was pissed at that damn watermelon at the end. So I was like, what is he talking about? So I watch it, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I send it to Native, and Native hits me back like, V, this shit is fake as fuck. Okay. And then he broke down all the parts, like, look at the lighting here and the sound here and the angle here, no cameras over here and this and that, and they're too far or they're too close to the backdrop, and and I don't even think Howie Mandel is in that. I was like, wait. So I started looking too. I was like, oh shit. Okay. So so I sent him back. I was like, Derek, this shit is fake as fuck. I was like, okay, it's bad. But I was all like, damn, this crazy. So I sent it to Native. He gave the whole rundown. Okay, like why this shit is not good, it's fake, it's not true. Yeah. So anyway, I just say all that to say to sing your praises because you were on that shit. I was like, oh damn.
Look, the problem I had with it was that it started to look kind of suspicious when it was like cut to the audience, cut back to him, cut to the audience, cut back to him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who edited this shit? Me? Like, what the fuck?
He was so disgusted by the fact that I would even waste his time sending him some bullshit like this. I was like, oh, I was all like, taken aback by it.
What the fuck? And then, now y'all know how these shows work. They got multiple cameras. Every time they cut back to this dude, it was the same camera angle. It was in front of him. And I'm like, okay, so there's no side shot, ain't no, no, like there's no crane shot. The camera ain't moving, and I'm like, and then remember at the beginning, he hadn't even did shit. And they had the camera, the audience was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Everybody's quiet. So I was like, he taking too long to set this thing up. That's what I was feeling like. I'm surprised Simon hadn't cussed him out by then. Cause Simon, he is not the nicest person. So I was kind of, anyway, I was like, oh, damn. I felt stupid. And I was like, Derek, you're stupid. This is fake.
Look, and then the way the little boy was looking, I'm like, so ain't nobody comb his hair. They ain't had no makeup or no hair person in the back. The fuck? Nigga, you on TV. And then I kept looking at the back. I'm like, nobody does anything on these shows that close to the damn backdrop. The backdrop, he's standing right in front of the backdrop. Nigga, move. So no. No.
I mean, you know, and Nathan was sending me these voice notes. Man, he had to send multiple because he was not done breaking that shit down. He kept sending like, and this is another reason why it's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, he just went in and in. I was like, okay.
Yeah, don't try that shit. And then it was like different audience. And when Howie Mandel been on Britain's Got Talent, what the fuck?
It didn't even dawn on me because you know Heidi was there, and I was just like, oh well, you know. But you know, I mean, Kelly Rowland, I want to say, wasn't she at Britain's Got Talent at one point?
I mean,
like some of those people did cross over, so that's why I just took it as what anyway. Never mind.
And that's what they wanted you to do.
That's
what Africa Face wanted you to do.
I only bring that up to say Native knew what the fuck he was talking about, because after he broke it down, I was just like, oh yeah, oh. Oh, okay, yeah.
They had one camera shot of the talent, but 18 camera shots of all the audience reactions. What the fuck? What producer is that? Ain't nobody doing that.
Now that you bring it up, it sucks, you know. It does.
And why is there a jump cut? Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The sloppiest edit was the rooster. That was the sloppiest edit, because you could literally see the edit. You could see where they cut it, and he brought the rooster out from the damn the curtain. Okay, yeah, that's possible. All right. So and then the little boy didn't know what to do when he took the thing off his face, and he didn't know what to do. I'm like, he was waving at the camera and shit. I'm like, oh my God, this is
I was angered by the last trick. You know, I was. Because here's this nigga with this watermelon and shit, and he licking it and all that. I was like, the fuck? What the fuck did he go on national television doing this? This is what I'm thinking. See, I'm not thinking about the edits or anything. I'm mad at the fucking props.
And that's what got you. That's how Mick Africa got you. Mick Africa got you because you was looking at watermelons and shit and getting pissed off. That's what happened.
Get mad, yeah.
That's what happened. Okay, you can't be distracted by the watermelons, V. Don't let them get you like that.
You know how them watermelons send me. You know.
I know. That was the first thing I read. I was like, oh shit, it's a watermelon in here. Then when I saw it, I was like, shit. This little boy that ate watermelon in front of Simon Cowell of all people. Lord have mercy.
Right. In front of all these white people in Britain, this is how the fuck you want to represent little African boy? I was mad. I ain't like it.
McAfrica done fooled everybody. McAfrica ain't did none of that shit. And McAfrica ain't did nothing. I'm just saying. Lord have mercy. Anyway, that was a very long sidetrack.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was. But yes, y'all, if I think of some more movies that I've done and I'm in, or shows, I think I did more TV shows than I did movies. The new, okay, but and I'm cut out of a lot of them. So if you all have Amazon Prime, if you all have seen that show, The Brothers, with Brendan Fraser and what's my little man? What's his name? Was in the Avengers, I think he was in Lord of the Rings. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
I don't watch those shows.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. I'm not big.
Yeah, he was in the Avengers, and he did. Yeah, I can't think of what it is, but yeah, he was in there. And so this scene was actually shot in a prison in Gwinnett County. And I had to
prison. They got a prison in Gwinnett County?
They do.
Oh, wow.
So it was like not Elijah Wood. I can't think of the other man's name, but anyway. But no, so for this was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done, because we were actually in the prison and they had me in an orange jumpsuit. Okay. And you know, when you shoot movies, you talking about 8-10 hour days. So for about 10 hours that day, I'm in an orange jumpsuit inside of a cell with a crazy white dude. Okay. And what the scene was supposed to be was the guy was walking by the cell and he was getting out. Peter Dinklage. Thank you, Rainbow. Peter Dinklage. So Peter Dinklage is getting out, and as he's getting out, the camera follows him, and he's waving to the other us that are in the cells. Mm-hmm. So literally, yes, my tie, I was Nesto for a day. So
my God.
So literally, when they would shoot the scene, they had to close the cell doors. So I was literally locked up while they were shooting these scenes, and they were just walking by, and with the camera,
treating you like a real fucking prisoner.
Thank you. So look, so we in there.
Thank you.
Thank you. So look, the white guy is in there. So basically the production assistant is going by telling everybody in their cells what to be doing while the camera passes by. They gave me and the white guy a deck of cards, and they say, okay, you all pretend to be playing cards, and then when the camera comes by, one of you all loses and just like flips the table or whatever, something like that, right? How about this dude was actually trying to teach me how to play poker, and I'm having to tell him, like, dude, it's just a movie. Like, this is we ain't really finna learn how to play poker, all right? He was like, okay, look, all right, now
you should show him how to play spades. He didn't know that either.
This is when the aces are high. What you do is, I'm like, bruh. This is just a scene. We gonna be on TV for like 2 seconds. It ain't gonna be that serious. So then, brothers, we shot that in like 2022, I think. No, it was longer than that. Brothers was no, it was about 2022. Brothers didn't come out to this year. So I think that's like the last movie that came out that I was in. But yeah, so that actually happened. I was so ready to leave, because here's the thing: the prison actually had real prisoners in it, and they had a guard. They had a guard that was standing there to make sure that we, as the production and the movie people, didn't cross over into the actual prison.
Yeah.
And then to make sure that the prisoners didn't cross over into the actual movie.
Yeah.
So that shit was weird. Like, it was just a weird vibe, and I was so ready to go home. Oh my God, I was ready to go home. So, but that was the last one. That was the last
when
one.
you say to make sure they didn't cross over, so they just walking around all willy-nilly, they weren't locked up in their cells?
No, they weren't, because, they take them out for meals and, sausage for cereal and, all of the cosmetics, you know what I'm saying?
So not the cosmetics.
Yeah. So
for an hour of so he can get that vitamin D. That's what
because vitamin D, you don't want no bone density. So Sonia, you so smart.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, Make It Rain, for the super chat. Make It Rain says, thanks for the entertainment. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. I appreciate that. Make It Rain. Yes, I have been holding on to these stories. I you know what? I really don't think about it that often, because it's been a few years and most of the stuff has already come out, so I really don't even think about it. But I have stories about most of the actors, most of your favorite actors. I do have stories. Yes, they are something else. I'll just say that they are something else. I've actually been out to Tyler Perry Studios several times. I was supposed to be in the Emmett Till movie, but they cut me out of that.
Mm-hmm. The Emmett Till movie, Till?
Yeah, the Till movie. Wow. Yeah, I was there.
I
actually did 2 scenes in that movie, and they cut me out. Actually, one scene they cut out in the middle of filming. In the middle of us filming a scene in downtown Atlanta, they actually were like, "Never mind, we ain't using the scene," and we all went home.
Oh, damn! Yeah, well, at least you got paid still.
I did, but that happened. That happened. Mm-hmm. I'm not a thespian. I am behind the camera, my tie. I'm a behind the camera person. And that was the other thing. Everybody that's on the set, you should see. It's the funniest thing. The women think they are going to be absolutely discovered by being extras, and they put on the makeup. They got on the tight dress. They are doing it. Like, they are doing it, and they think that they're gonna get discovered. They trying to get next to the director. It's so funny, the pick me that happens on a movie set.
But it's not the reason why they do that is not because it has never happened. I'm just saying,
Well,
people have been discovered by just someone seeing you across the room and thinking that person.
well,
someone who never was even thinking about acting sometimes is discovered that way.
Well, I ain't get discovered. I ain't seen nobody else get discovered. Okay. At the end of the day, everybody packed up and went home. I'm gonna tell you another one that was good too, V. And I don't know why I didn't think about this first. I was actually on Flotus. Remember the First Lady series that they did on?
No.
Viola Davis played Michelle Obama.
No.
And if you aren't aware of this, then you should really see it. But I did 2 days worth of filming on that. I was in the crowd, and Viola Davis is now. When you think of Viola Davis, you don't think of Michelle Obama. But I'm gonna tell you, Viola Davis became Michelle Obama. She became her. So that was interesting to see her. And by the way, Viola Davis don't mind arguing with the director. Not one little bit. Not one little bit. She had an argument with the director in front of all of us. Because the director, when she was doing a scene where she was supposed to be doing a speech for Hillary Clinton, and she came out and she was waving to the crowd, the director wanted her to wave one way, and she stopped the scene and said, "That ain't what Michelle Obama would do." I mean, and the director was kind of like embarrassed because she was like, I ain't doing it that way. That don't even make no sense. And we was cracking up.
Was this a white director?
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, my top saw it. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, Rainbow. Yes, her lips doing Michelle Obama was spot on. And I'm telling you, when you see, if you see it, V, you'll see what I'm talking about. She has all of Michelle Obama's mannerisms down, from the lip movement to the way she talked to her gestures, everything.
Well, and I believe that. I mean, look. It is hard to accept some folks because they don't look like the people they're playing. And then if they're brilliant at what they do, you can get into it. Like, for instance, Angela Bassett does not look like Tina Turner. But by the time like 15 minutes into that damn movie, you know that's Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side of that, it took me a while. And I still don't think I don't hate the movie. We're making a full circle moment. But All Eyes on Me, that dude that played Tupac, I was not happy with that casting necessarily. I mean, he had slight features that resembled Tupac, but to me, he wasn't Tupac. I mean, he didn't do a horrible job, but I felt like they could have done a better job casting. If y'all saw, now it took me a whole lot to get past the girl, and I can't remember. I don't know her name, but the girl that played Whitney Houston in I Want to Dance with Somebody. That no, but she's a good actress. But that was to me. That wasn't even cool to even cast her for that role, if you ask me. You know who I'm talking about? Did you see that?
Yeah. But let me.
How'd you feel about that?
It was ass. It was ass. The whole thing was ass. Okay, it was not good. But I'm gonna back you up a little bit on the Tupac movie. So here's what happened, because I actually was on the set with this guy, and I will say this. When I first saw him, like when I first saw him on set, I was like, this dude looks exactly like Tupac.
You thought that? I never thought that. I still don't think it.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you the difference in the movie. He looks like Tupac when he has hair. The scenes where he's bald-headed Tupac, no. He loses me there. But when I saw him standing right next to me, I was like, this dude does look like Tupac. He does. Now, here's the thing, V. His acting is penis. His acting is horrible.
Not penis.
His acting is
damn, awful. I never heard that one before.
His acting is awful. Now, here's the thing. When I'm watching him on the set, I'm like, this dude can't act.
Mm-hmm.
This dude cannot act. He cannot act his way out of a damn paper bag. He was terrible. But, you know, for just like a glancing moment, yeah, he looked like
Yeah, I mean, after a while, I just kind of was able to get into it. Like I was able to get past it. But that Whitney Houston movie, I couldn't get past it. I couldn't get past the fact I'm not calling that lady unattractive, but she was not Whitney Houston, period. She's just not. And I just saw her in something recently. I just saw her in something. It was like a scary kind of movie. No, it was the movie with Channing Tatum. The one that that they say is Blink Twice. Blink Twice. She was in Blink Twice, and I was like, I had trouble accepting that she was. I don't know. I don't want to say yeah. I had trouble accepting her even in she played in that movie. Not to say she wasn't an actress. I didn't feel even in that situation she was a good fit for what they were trying to make us believe about her. Did you guys see Blink Twice? Oh, Dimples Wimples. Did you see it? What did you think? And what I mean is, you know, we were supposed to believe that Channing Tatum was like really into her. And there was nothing that made me believe that at all. No, Yaya DaCosta, I liked. Now, people did not like that movie. Now, when Yaya DaCosta played Whitney Houston, that's a separate movie. Angela Bassett directed that movie. That was a Lifetime movie, which I still like. And I felt like Yaya did a good job. In some ways, initially it looked like she was imitating Whitney, which that's not good acting. You don't want to imitate. You have to become. So there are parts where she's imitating Whitney, but her beauty, I could see her in that as that. I felt like Yaya did really good in that movie. Was that Butler? The Butler. When she was in that, I thought she did good there. I think she has really gotten better, and I really like Yaya. But no, we're talking about I Want to Dance with Somebody, which was the one. See, I think the reason why they casted this less than attractive lady as Whitney in the I Want to Dance with Somebody movie is because Pat Houston was one of the producers, and she was jealous of Whitney. And I think that's why they did it like that. But you know, that's just me. And yeah, that's just me. That's just me.
Wow.
But she sure don't look like Whitney.
She don't. And I think like the reason why the acting loses you is because, like, for example, Denzel is Malcolm X.
He's brilliant, and he was Malcolm X. Why you bullshit?
Thank you.
And he didn't look like. I mean, he doesn't naturally look like him, but boy, oh boy, he looked just like him because he was him.
It was the essence.
Some weird shit.
It was the essence. It was absolutely the essence.
My God.
And
he said he felt like Malcolm came to him. He said he felt like Malcolm was doing the role.
Yeah. And even like in the one scene where he's giving the speech and you hear his voice crack like Malcolm, you know, it's like so looking like the person isn't necessarily. And I'm gonna give you another one. What was it? The Black Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah. Oh
yes. I know the guy. He's British, right?
Right.
I didn't. Yeah.
Right. And you know, he played that role, and people were complaining that he was too dark to play that role. But I felt like he just embodied it.
Yeah.
He embodied it.
Denzel is too dark to be Malcolm, but he was Malcolm. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So Fred Hampton, the Fred Hampton movie, yeah. And people were saying that he didn't like, and you know, when you go up and you put the two together, they don't look alike. But guess what? When I was watching that movie, I was engrossed because of how good he was.
They were, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, Jamie Foxx and Ray, absolutely.
Oh my God! Now that's another one. He don't look nothing like Ray, but he was Ray.
He was. He absolutely was.
That was motherfucking Ray. In fact, if I were to, of all the movies I've ever seen, and I love a good biopic, I love them. I prefer them, to be quite honest. There have never been two actors and two roles that I felt were more in alignment with the actual person than Denzel and Jamie in those two roles. Period. Ever. Right. It's crazy.
Yeah. No. That, I mean, Ray Charles was. I mean, that Ray was just.
Lorenz Tate is not Quincy Jones, and nor did he look like him or act like him to me. But I love him, and I didn't mind him. But yeah, he was no Quincy Jones.
Have you seen Rustin?
What's that?
Rustin, it's the story of Bayard Rustin. It's on Netflix now. But I actually went to go see it at the movie theater. And not Adam Clayton Powell. Who did to my surprise, you know, in this very serious movie about the civil rights movement and the guy that played Martin Luther King, because you know they can't never get Martin Luther King right.
Oh my God. Movie. Oh, remind me of that. Go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'm gonna say something about Martin Luther King. Go ahead.
So surprisingly, no, Black but not bitter. Will Smith as Ali was a tragedy.
I have mixed feelings about that, but go ahead. I feel like he did a good. Anyway, go ahead.
Surprisingly, in one of the more poignant scenes, and I'm trying to think of who he played, it was Chris Rock. And I'm sorry, in a serious civil rights movement,
what?
I cannot take Chris Rock being cast as anybody. Serious.
No, he was great at Pookie. As Pookie, he was great. But outside of that, because you know he looked like an old crackhead now where he played Pookie. But go ahead.
Right. So I don't want to like he threw off the entire casting. So yes, one actor can throw off the entire movie.
Yeah. Well, okay, now let me say this. I had trouble, and this man is brilliant. This man is one of the finest actors of our generation. I don't give a damn what anybody says. The man is brilliant. And that's Jeffrey Wright. When he played Dr. King, that was not, it was hard. That was hard for me because I'm looking at it. It's not that he didn't sound like Dr. King. He's a brilliant actor, but he does not damn look like Dr. King. And his wife, who is, I think is his ex-wife now, but she played Coretta. And she didn't look like Coretta either. They tried, but I was like, these two pretty motherfuckers is not Coretta and Martin. I'm just saying. They was just too light-skinned. It was just not, it didn't work for me in that way. Do you remember that?
I do. I'm gonna tell you, watch Rustin. If you pull up Netflix, pull up Rustin. I think they nailed Martin and Coretta probably the best I've seen in a long time in any movie. They really did get Coretta right. Yeah.
I tell you another one that was a wah, wah, wah. When Terrence Howard played Mandela, I was done. Like, nigga, are you serious right now? Why did they cast Terrence Howard as Nelson Mandela? Make it make sense.
Why do they cast Terrence Howard in anything? I'm just saying.
Terrence Howard is brilliant. I love him. Man, I love him. Don't come for Terrence Howard.
I'm coming for Terrence Howard. I'm coming for Terrence Howard. What his 1 × 1 = 2 ass. Yes, I am.
And let me say that, no, I think Terrence is a good actor. And Terrence is very smart. He's weird because he's smart as hell. Do you know he's a chemist. He's a whole inventor. He's very, very brilliant. He's weird. He's different. He's sometimes problematic, but he's brilliant to me.
Lenore.
What?
Terrence Howard said 1 times 1 is 2.
He said that recently because he's talking about some new math and shit or whatever.
He said 1 times 1 is 2.
Well, he has this feeling that anyway, anyway, I know what you're talking about because I heard him say it. And I was like, what, Terrence? Like, I know, but he is very smart though. I mean, he really is smart, y'all. He has so many inventions, it's crazy. He has patents on a million different things, and he's always wanted to quit acting for quite some time, but they won't let him. So he's in something now, ain't he?
I don't know because I don't keep up with him, man, with his narrow.
Don't be mad at him, man.
Sit your narrow ass down. Everybody in every Terrence Howard movie gotta have a narrow ass, and they gotta sit their narrow ass down, and he gonna call them man.
What was that movie that somebody broke a pool stick over him? What movie was that?
That was Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I like Terrence. I like him. I don't give a damn.
No.
Ohio.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was also one of the Jacksons in that Jackson's All-American movie. You remember that one?
Yes, because he played Jackie. I'm very clear on Terrence Howard. He can dance a little bit too. Don't get it twisted. Don't fuck with Terrence. Don't be a hater. Okay.
I'm glad that you know which Jackson he played because I don't.
He played Jackie.
The only one I could tell the difference of was Michael. I didn't know who the rest of them were.
Well, that was a bad casting.
Jason Weaver as Michael
He
Jackson.
is no Michael Jackson.
He's not.
He has a nice little voice and everything, but Michael Jackson, he should never have had that role.
You know that movie. I
love that movie though.
I was talking to somebody and they said it's amazing how they had cameras around them all that time. And that was the last time I talked to them. That was the last conversation.
It's amazing they had cameras.
She thought it was a documentary.
What? Oh, who thought that?
She thought it was a documentary.
Let's just
say that was the last conversation I had with them.
Yeah, because they're stupid. You don't need to talk to them ever.
She was like, that was incredible that they had cameras around them all that time. I was like, cameras? Huh? You do know that's not a documentary, right?
Black but not bitter. I'm sure he's a nice young man. Okay? I'm not saying he isn't, but he surely was not the appropriate casting. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
Black but not bitter know everybody. We can't talk about nobody around her. we can't talk about nobody around Black but not bitter. She know them. I mean, so nah. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
He can sing. The boy can sing.
No, Dimples Wimples. That was the last time I talked to that person.
It would have to be.
That was it. Jason Weaver live here? Huh. I wouldn't know Jason Weaver.
Who doesn't live there now? I mean, come on now.
You ain't lying.
And even if they don't live there, depending upon what they do, they got a place there.
Everybody got a house here. Everybody has a house here. Yeah.
And it's cheaper to live there than it is like LA or New York, you know.
And let me tell you what's funny. What's funny is that like a lot of the athletes live here, don't play for any Atlanta teams. None of these superstar athletes want to play for the Falcons or the Hawks. It's the weirdest thing ever. But all the superstars from all the other teams have houses here. Mm-hmm. So they live here, but they don't want to play here. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. And I love that for Atlanta. Love that for
Atlanta. Here we are at April 1st, 2 hours into the show.
I know. We do such a great job, Lenore. we do such a good job of staying on track and maintaining the show. We are really good at our black jobs. We really are.
Are y'all mad? Are y'all mad at us?
I don't think they mad. I don't think they are either. I ain't really seen nobody be mad. I
thought for sure somebody was gonna say something, but they didn't say nothing. So I think they was not mad.
Dang, see, this is what I'm saying. See, Black but Not Bitter know everybody, along with his cousins who write and produce for Beyonce.
Do you know them? No, Black but Not Bitter. Or you just know that stuff. Just curious.
The woman he chose says, "I forgot why we were here." Okay, all right, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
I did too. The woman he chose. I forgot why we were here too. Shit.
7 more tweet says, "I think that you two should also consider doing hot topics as well. This is good." We'll think about that. I think everything is on the table.
Because these checks gonna run out eventually. Because soon as this nigga gets sentenced to prison, I'm done with these motherfuckers. Okay.
Yeah, right. The real VB said this was still good. Y'all need to do a meetup. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. And Dimples Winkle said we are okay with going off topics. Okay.
Black but Not Bitter says she does know them. Yup. I know them through my husband, who has also worked with them. Of course, because he has worked with he works with everybody.
Right.
He literally works with everybody.
Black but Not Bitter. Can I be your cousin? Can I be a cousin? Can I just be in the family some kind of way? I just want to be a cousin. Nothing like, blood. I just like a distant cousin. So that way when y'all have get-togethers and shit, I can come and hang out.
They are super sweet people. Like very down to earth, very welcoming, Wiz is very, very sweet too. I mean, they're just very nice people.
Okay. And the answer is as long as you have a W-2. Okay. All right. Okay.
As long as you have a W-2.
Okay. All right. I think I qualify. All right. All right. I'm in the family, y'all. I'm in the Black but Not Bitter family. So y'all look out.
My Reddit says I'm ready for this trial. Me too.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a little bit underwhelming. I don't think that they're going to plea him out. Like everybody says, he's going to take a plea. Why would they offer him a plea? Like what for? I mean, I don't think a plea would.
I think he could get a plea for some of those counts, but it's not going to do him any good because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he is looking at so much shit that even a plea is not going to, it's not going to do much for him. This nigga's already 103 already.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, V, but when I look at Will Wooten, I don't really see plea on his face. Like, he don't come across as a plea kind of dude. I'm just saying. I think that they want him for what he did.
Well, but think about YSL. Thug got a plea. They've been on trial for 2 years, and they looking at unaliving and shit. So if I'm saying, those two don't. The two that are left. Have you been paying attention to that little drama with the Kayla Bumpus and all that shit?
It's hard for me to keep up with all these Negroes. Okay, I'm sorry. Kayla Bumpus. I think I know who that is, but it's hard to keep up with all these Negroes doing all this shit.
No, I understand. And look, Black but Not Bitter, I'm coming. I'm coming. What I was gonna say is, okay, and I don't watch it like that either. But when they have these little situations, it's kind of interesting to see. So Kayla, the attorney that was representing Little Woody when they forced him when they had that ex parte meeting, and she was involved in that. I guess
I do remember that.
And she was standing in for his real attorney, but she used to represent him a couple years back on a couple of things, right? So she was just filling in for this other attorney. So that's that attorney, right? Well, come to find out, it came out about 2 weeks ago that this heifer married one of these guys so two of the guys are still on trial. Everybody else took a plea. Everybody else is, moved on to whatever. But there's two still on. One in particular, they're on trial for the actual unaliving. Okay. She married this dude on the low, and it came out, and your girl Silverback. She knew about it, or the information came to her some sort of way. She had been hanging with Kayla a little bit, and she tried to blackmail in so many, or extort in so many words, Kayla into keeping it quiet. And she basically asked Kayla for $500 so that she could keep it quiet. She did that with an attorney. So nevertheless, now the guy who she married, his ex-girlfriend or current girl, whatever she is, his girlfriend, who he was with up until the day he got arrested a couple years back, she got on the stand yesterday. Basically, it was a whole love triangle going on between Kayla, the attorney, this dude. I want to understand why would this attorney marry a gangbanger? Like, what is that?
Everybody got a type.
I guess.
Everybody got a type.
I mean, and to be honest, and I know this is not going to sound nice. This is not going to, it's not going to sound nice.
Okay.
But I don't know how to be anything but honest about how I feel about something. Sis sound a little ghetto. I don't know if she's a brilliant lawyer or not. I don't know. She's so I don't know how brilliant of a lawyer she could be, but she seems a little ghetto, and it's interesting that she would match herself up with this gangbanger. It's just really disappointing. She could be with anybody. I mean, she could, work on her speech a little bit, and I don't know. She kind of ghetto. There ain't no doubt about it. But the fact that you're with this gangbanger is weird. Somebody who's literally on trial for unaliving. That's crazy.
Wow.
So that's the whole thing. So the girlfriend that he was also dating, or actually fiance, that was out here renting cars for him, letting him use her car and doing all this mess. He was with her, living with her, but evidently messing with Kayla too. And now Kayla done married this man while he been in jail. She married him while he's in jail. It's weird. It's ghetto as fuck. Okay? It's really ghetto. Some ghetto shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Like when I see, like I remember watching Woody's testimony. That's like the deepest I got into it. I did think it was kind of funny when, like, the thing you talking about with Kayla and the judge, and they had the little sidebar and everything. And the judge was like, "Who told you that? That ain't the point, Your Honor. No. Who told you that?" I'm like, this is some Atlanta shit, y'all. If y'all really want to know, if y'all really want to know what living here is like, look at that trial.
Yeah. That shit is whack.
That's the whole city in one little diorama is this trial right here. I promise.
The real VB, you so right. They do look alike. He does have a type. But at least the one on the stand was a stripper, not an attorney. Like, how the hell? She's a whole. And the girl, I just happened to see a clip of Kayla today. And come to find out, this girl not only has her Juris Doctorate, she has a master's in criminal law. So why you got all this education? Still, you sound like a whole, I don't know, a little hood booger. That's how she talks, like a hood booger. I'm sorry. She does. And she's always showing herself getting out of Lamborghinis and switching her hair. And it's so ghetto. All this shit is ghetto to me. And then she marries a dude who looks like he needs his hair cut and done, or something needs to be done. I can't imagine what was the draw to him. It's weird. Like, girl, go find you another attorney or something. A businessman. Why you gotta be with a whole gangbanger? It's so ghetto. It's disappointing, to be honest.
Don't forget that we also had a judge that was in the club fighting folks. Okay,
What?
Let's not forget that happened. Okay,
I don't have to forget it because I didn't know it. What happened?
You know about the judge? What was the judge name, y'all? The judge. She was at the Red Martini. Sonia.
Oh, hers. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Yeah, her. Well, here's the thing. She was drunk.
She was.
Yeah, she is ghetto too.
Yes.
Yeah, she is. And that's why I even showed she be posting herself. I mean, these people, it's really disappointing. I know judges. I've told people multiple times. I have 4 judges in my phone right now, all female, all black, and ain't none of them posting up, showing us their BBLs and they titties all out and laying out and trying to get a vision. That particular judge, she also does stage plays. So I don't think she was mad that she got removed from the bench because she really wants to be an actress and singer because she does sing. But it's still ghetto shit. Like you're a whole judge.
That's what I'm saying. And honestly, why are you at the Red Martini? Why would a judge?
Well, why can't she go to I don't know that much about it, but don't they have like music and stuff? Okay, or did?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because that's a Sonya spot. Okay. Sonya and somebody that sits on the bench should not be hanging out in the same spot. I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just saying.
Wait. What? Wait. Highlight what Lion Mom just put. Wait, what? Lion Mom said allegedly before he was arrested, him and his girlfriend were in a car with another woman who was unalived when other gang members were pow-powing at them. Wow. Well, now here's the thing. I saw that clip of when somebody was she felt like somebody was about to, I guess she was walking up to her apartment or something, her and a friend. And now here's the thing. She had her pow-pow out as she's walking, and somebody was caught on a Ring camera, 2 women who were gonna try and rob her. So she turns around and pow-pows at them, and they pow-pow back. It's all on video. It's only like 30-second clip. But I'm like, damn, I can't live like that. I mean, I don't understand it. I ain't never been. That is so foreign to me. That's shit I watch on the movies. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, I don't understand it. I don't know any attorneys. I don't know any judges, and I don't know any people in my real life that partake in this type of activity. I just don't. So it's foreign for me. I don't get it.
Yeah, and you have people that live their life like this every day.
Yeah.
It's normal. Like Dion. Just all his friends gone. I ain't got 5 people to hang out with on my birthday, Daddy. Yeah, because they all gone, Dion.
So she did hit one of them. I saw one of them fell to the ground and got back up and was pow-powing, behind. I was like, I thought those were dudes at first. I'm like, damn. And then I thought about the fact that the girl was walking up to her apartment door, whatever, with her pow-pow out. What made you think you had to? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know them folk. GC.
I don't know them folk.
I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Shit.
Do with me. What you mean? What you mean? Bigamy? That ain't got nothing to do with me. The fuck? Nigga.
Re-listening to some of I've seen like how Fran and how Nyla, I want to say Lexi Moon, you guys have been going back and looking at some of the old calls, and when I catch pieces of it now, it's like these fools are fools. Like these people, I forgot some of the ridiculousness, and then I hear it again, and it's like, man, these people. I don't know. This could never be my life, which is why I find it so weird that Shirley would be involved with somebody like this.
Right. And I think that's what a lot of us, at least me and some other people that got into it, was for that reason. What was the draw? What's the dynamic? What were you thinking? What did you see that we don't see? What did you hear that we don't hear? What caused you to be a part of this shit show, Shirley?
Well, here's the other thing. Let's say, just, for argument's sake, let's say she was completely clueless, that this man had her completely fooled, that he was so suave, he was so debonair, he was so, he was smooth enough to hide a lot of this from her. But the problem is, you're constantly getting arrested, you're constantly getting evicted, and you're still not picking up on this shit. Like, this is a problem, Shirley. Like, I understand you feel foolish maybe getting into it, but you're in it. You look even more foolish staying in it. Because I don't understand why it took 5 evictions and 4 arrests. And, why did it take all of that before you finally said, fuck it, I'm out? Like 10 years later. Like, what? How?
So Just Gab is expressing something that I've heard a lot: the desperation of trying to be married. Like, just marry me. I'm this old, and everybody's looking at me like, because and we talked about this before, V, where there's this unrealistic expectation for women to be wives. And, and that pressure when you're not a wife after a certain time, people are looking at you. And I felt like Steve Harvey and, there was just like this running joke about Shirley being single. So do you think the desperation had anything to do with it?
Maybe. But at some point, how desperate are you to stay? Like, okay, you needed to get married. You wanted to get married. Now you're in the marriage. Maybe after the first arrest and the first eviction, you stay. Okay, maybe after the second arrest and the second eviction, you stay. But motherfucker, ain't gonna be no third of neither one of them. Because you got all these businesses, and I got a feeling that she fronted a lot of the money or her credit or whatever for him to acquire even the little things that he did acquire to give the persona or give the image that he was a businessman. I just think, come on now, this is stupid. It's crazy. And then why was this girl living in their house like that? Yeah. I can't wait to find out more about their relationship, because I swear he was screwing her too.
Yeah, I mean, more than likely, yeah. I mean, and I think like somebody like Shirley, who, even during the visits, even when Shirley didn't know that we were listening to the calls when they come out, she doesn't know that the public's going to hear the things. She was at least trying to encourage him. She was trying to lay all this Bible on him, and you got to believe and you got to trust and all this other stuff. And I mean, just absolutely was backing him the best way she possibly could.
But that was too much too. That was foolish on her part, because you're doing all of that for a dude that wasn't even living with you at the time that he got arrested. He's driving a car that's in your name. Like, this man brings you nothing. If I have to go sleep at my friend's house on an air mattress, correct, and my man can't even be there with me while we struggle together, he out doing God knows what. This makes no sense to me. Why are you with this dude? And then I'm supposed to encourage this motherfucker while he's in jail for the 18th time? I mean, no, I'm done. At some point, you have a limit. And the only reason why she cut it off when she did was because she learned of how humiliating he was making her look by being in there, being charged with all this shit. And then Sonya is in the midst, and he's talking about, I love you, and all that. No, and no. This is too much.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. This case, this particular subject, has opened up the door for a lot of different discussions about mental abuse, about physical abuse, about,
financial abuse,
great, and the way that people perceive victims of these crimes. When we listen to Sonya, which I've heard from people offline, that listening to her is triggering. Because listening to her, it's blame the victim all over again. And if you've been through that, you understand what that trauma is like when somebody is blaming you. Well, what did you have on? What did you say? Why did you walk over by those men? Why did you look at them like that? And it's like, take it off of the man and put it on the victim. And that's what she does. And so when you have people that have been through that and they hear somebody saying that because she's just a vile human being, it can be triggering. So I think that we have the opportunity to learn about trauma and why people don't immediately go to the police after something traumatic has happened. Because people like her make it difficult to be the victim.
Her and Sylvia.
Right. So, so I think that, there's lessons that we can learn from all of these things that we're getting out of this. So there is, as much as we poke fun at them and we make fun of them, and Sonya is a zesty little dude, there are things that we can take out of this story, and we can, learn and have discussions about these things.
I ain't learned shit. You learned something?
I learned a lot.
What'd you learn? Because I ain't learned a damn thing. I knew that this motherfucker's a bum. I knew not to be fucking around with a nigga like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that if you get arrested 4-5 times while you with me and I'm evicted 3-4-5 times, I don't need to be with you. I ain't learned shit. What you learned, Native?
Let me tell you what I learned. What I learned was that you can be a mush mouth, uneducated con artist and marry 5 people. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Then I learned that you could be a good looking native tribe and ain't never married nobody. And I speak very well. I learned that. Okay.
Okay. You didn't know that before?
I had no idea. I had no idea that was a thing.
But why you bullshitting? This will be a great movie. Like, that's the movie you really need to be trying to write.
Yeah. The Nesto movie. The Nesto movie is coming soon. Thank you very much. But I learned, and I learned a lot about what we are willing to accept. Because at the end of the day,
wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but look at what 80% CMOS.
Oh. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? 80% CMOS said, I learned sausage is an equivalent trade for cereal. Thank you. Thank you.
Now that I did learn.
There you go.
Okay.
So, so there's just a lot. I think there's a lot of life lessons that we get out of these people and their foolishness, and, and just not taking responsibility, not taking care of your kids, all this stuff. Sausage for cereal is the biggest lesson. There you go.
Facts.
There you go.
Well, I guess next week we'll start on April 1st.
We did a good job.
We did an excellent job on tonight, didn't we?
We did a good job. Nola Brown says, Native, Shirley could have been your woman. No, Shirley could not have been my woman.
Yes, she could have. Because if Nesto can get her, you certainly could get her. You're smart. You're good looking.
I am. Indeed.
You're talented.
I am.
You work a job.
I do.
You keep it.
I do.
All that shit he ain't got.
Let me just tell you this, V. When you're a good woman, okay, and you just happen to be a good person, okay. In order to be a good person, you need to be a good woman, because see, every good woman ain't a good person.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, when you meet a good woman that's a good person, you climb on top of her. Okay. And you fall in love.
Okay.
Because when you fall in love with a good woman, that ain't none of that fake shit.
Right.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. Just so you know.
That's what they have said.
You gotta climb on top of a good woman. See, you can't climb on top of a good person because see, Dre is a good person, but you don't climb on top of Dre. Okay. You climb on top of a good woman.
Climb on top of Dre. I think he would have if Dre would have let him.
Probably so, but Dre looked like he'd be too ornery for that shit. So he just what you doing, Nestos? Why you climbing on top of me? So Nesto was like, wasn't doing that. So, but if you are a good woman, you have to be a good person, because see, when you climb on top of a good woman, you fall in love,
right?
And it ain't none of that fake shit,
right? That's just lust.
All right, that's just lust. That's that fake shit.
Yeah.
So so Shirley, Shirley is a good woman, but she's a she's a little bit, she's an older woman,
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So I couldn't fuck with Shirley like that. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that. So no, I couldn't have. No, Shirley couldn't
put it off.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Plus, Shirley is probably old enough to be your grandmother. So
Yep.
So that probably wouldn't have been a good look either.
No. No, indeed. Let me see. How old is Angela Bassett?
Oh, now that's different. Yeah. No, I mean, no, let me not trip because Shirley is a good looking woman. Honestly, Shirley is better looking, better built, better dressed, better kept than Sonya will ever be. Shirley looked good as hell to be 70. I mean, I hope I look like Shirley at 70. That woman is looking like she looks like she's 50, if you ask me.
Yeah, she do.
Like 50, like she really does.
But we talking about like what I'm saying is that if I'm gonna make that leap, okay, if I'm gonna go there, we talking about like an older woman like an Angela Bassett, where leave no doubt as to why my young ass is with her. Leave no doubt. Now she.
Well, I don't think you think. I mean, I hear you. Angela Bassett is everything. Okay, she's a little itty bitty too. She is so adorable. I've seen her in person too. She's adorbs. I love
Angela is 66 and don't look a day past 35.
Shit, she is the bomb. Okay. And she and Courtney B. Vance, I want to say they were like besties for like decades before they even started dating.
Right.
That's what's interesting. And then she was wasn't she in her 50s when they had them twins?
Yep.
So and the fact that she still looks young at this point in her life, like I be cracking up. They do them TikTok little videos, dance videos and stuff, embarrassing Courtney all the time. They all conspire against him in them videos.
Right.
But
but let me say, Leo Lady, I highlighted this a couple times. Leo Lady makes a very good point. I can't take mommy home to meet. I don't want nobody got the same shit in common with my mama.
I know that's right.
They just sit around talking about old times and shit. No, that's not. There ain't nothing romantic about that. No.
You know what's funny? There was this guy that I went out with a few times. I really liked him, but he was older. Like I was in my 20s and he was 40. But he took me, like he introduced me to Puerto Rican food, and he introduced me to Incognito and take me to jazz clubs, and he was fun. He was cool. He used to be the general manager of the PBS station there in Atlanta.
Okay.
And so he was like really, really cool. But he was like 10 years younger than my parents. And I was like, I don't think that's going to work. And it's so funny because I looked him up like about maybe 4 years ago. Something said, look him up, like not look him up like to call him, but to see, what's he doing now? He dead, child.
What?
Yeah, he did. And I'm like, well, damn, I would have been a very young, widow or a widow. I don't think I would have. That's too bad. So I say all that to say that you got to think about that when you are, partnering with people. You want to grow with people. You don't want to be left,
right.
Your loved one. I mean, not that you can ever guarantee how long anybody's going to live, but I'm just saying, I get it. You don't want to be that far apart in age with someone. But I really liked him. He was cool as hell. He was cool. He was good looking, but he dead.
How did he die, V?
I don't know. I just know it's in the news. I mean, I Googled him and the man died. I guess it's time, I guess. I don't know. He seemed like he was always in good health when I knew him and stuff, but
Shay B, I don't know either. Shay B, I don't know either.
Shay B said, I don't know if I should laugh or cry.
I don't know either. Honestly. The woman he chose said, I wasn't ready for that V. I wasn't ready either. The woman he chose. Me neither.
And I had even said to my mom, I was like, and his name was John. I was like, John, he's nice, whatever. And I said, she was like, I said, but Mom, he's a lot older. I'm trying to think, how did I meet him? I don't even remember. I don't know how I met him. I don't know if I met him at the hotel or what, because I was working at the hotel, of course. I don't know how I met him, but all I know is I was telling my mom about him, and he was like that type of dude too. He's like, he wanted to introduce me to things, and he did, we were never intimate. He was always a gentleman, and he was very sexy. He was very nice. He was very smart. He was very accomplished. And I learned a lot by being with him. I wasn't like attracted to, I think that was the other thing. I wasn't into him like he was into me. And I remember talking to my mom about him. I said, but Mom, he's older. And she was like, well, how old is he? Well, I mean, he had to be 40. I was in my 20s, early to mid 20s. And she was like, well, I was like, Mom, I was like, he's just a little younger than y'all. She was like, and? I was like, what you mean, and? But he was nice. He had a nice home. And I was just like, and now the poor man dead, child. He ain't had no kids. I don't know if he'd been married ever. I don't know if he got married after. But he dead. He gone to glory.
Salt and Pepper Tresses has the silver lining, V. At least he didn't die on top of you.
Right.
Silver lining.
Right, like in Color Purple or nothing.
Yeah. But not tell nobody but God.
But if I had been with him, he might have died on me. See, that wouldn't have been. See, that would not. I don't want that. Dude. Because if I'm right now, I'm 54, so he would have to have been like close to 70. Like,
right.
He probably wouldn't have been on top of me at that point anyway. Do you think?
I don't know.
Why you stuttering?
I don't know, V. I don't know.
He might have been tired of climbing on top of things by that time. I don't know. I don't know why he's gone to glory, but he is.
V. Lenore, everybody. V. Lenore.
Thank you for having me, Native.
Look, y'all check out V. Lenore on the V. Lenore show on the V. Lenore channel. She is always doing her thing. I personally have to go catch up on the Hurt story because I'm trying to see how this man won't judge Greg Mathis to help him with his bullshit.
Child. Anyway, there wasn't much story to tell. It was just me reading him his rights for an hour. That's it. So you might find that enjoyable. Who knows?
I do. I love a good read. I love a good read. But y'all check out V. Lenore. Are you doing anything else this week, V. Lenore?
Yes, for sure. I got to come back tomorrow. I want to do the second part of that whole Adria English, the alleged ex-worker that has been to Diddy parties and was hired by Diddy. We're going to do that. Okay. I also, it's so funny. Let me say this and I promise I'll go. It's so funny. Literally this past Friday when I was, we were, preparing for these events we had all last weekend. And one of the girls that I was working with, we got in this discussion because she works for children's services here, right? So we're having this whole discussion about children's services. And she brings up this story about this lady named Amora Lex, right? And she said, yeah, like the girl whose video went viral. And I was like, what video went viral? She was like, you ain't heard about the video that went viral about the girl who tried to give her kids away in the office? I was like, no. And so she pulls up the video for me. And she was explaining, how she was literally her office. Basically, she worked in that particular office and her actual office door was literally like a few feet away from the girl when she's filming it. And she was like, she was right there when the girl's filming it. And she went there to give her 5 kids to children's services. So I was like, what? I was like, oh. So I started looking up, the videos and stuff. I said, ooh, I'm about to cover this on my channel. Now, that's why I told her. She's like, girl. So we talked about it. And I said, I want you to come on too, and have you on and whatever. And she was like, okay. She's like, I'll come on. So just so happens. So today, no lie, God is my witness on everything I love in the name of Jesus. I promise you. I talked to the girl today about coming on the show. And she was like, okay. She's like, well, she has a manager. I'm like, a manager? And she's like, yeah, I got a manager. She's like, hey, can you send the request here, blah, 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 to this, whatever. I said, okay. So we talked a little bit. She was like, tell me about your show. And we talked for a little bit about that. And I said, okay. I literally get off from talking to her. I went to do something. I was gone for like an hour. I come back. Nyla is doing a actual video because I guess Jaguar, I had no idea that the girl was on the blue couch at Real Life Productions, did an interview over there, and Jaguar Wright was addressing her and was kind of like, berating the girl and talking about how she was a bad mother and all this stuff and what have you. So I was like, oh my God. So when I got over there to Nyla's, it was towards the end of her thing. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. And so I put in the chat, I was like, oh my God, I just talked to this girl today about interviewing her or whatever. So I'm hoping to hear back from that. So I may go ahead and, hopefully I'll be able to interview her. So that's something else I'm working on. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. And Leandra Johnson, who is a phenomenal, extremely anointed person of God, said that she'll come on the show. So I just need to schedule that. So got a lot of stuff I'm trying to make happen in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see. So that's kind of what I got going on.
Awesome. If you all are not, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if you're not subscribed to Lenore, please show my friend some love. She works really hard and is really good at what she does. And she's my co-host on Tuesdays, where we read The Dumbness of Sonia and Nesto. So next week we will be at V's house and we will do this again. Thank you so much for being here, V. Lenore, CEO of Rock the Bell Central LLC.
Thank you so much for having me, my friend. Have a good one.
Absolutely.
Now kick me off.
I got to kick you off?
Yeah, kick me off.
All right. Well, I'll kick you off then. Bye, V.
Smooches.
Y'all, thank y'all for sticking with us. Thank y'all for enjoying our off-topic conversation. It's always a good time. What I'm doing this week, I am going to, let me tell y'all what I'm doing. I'm actually reevaluating and rescheduling myself and trying to get myself together. So I'm going to look at adding another show this next week. And trying to look at what we can do a little bit different. And I need your help. So on my community wall, if there is anything that you all feel like that we can cover on a weekly basis, because I'm thinking of adding a show, either a Monday show, or a regular Wednesday or Thursday show. So I'm just trying to add another show during the week. And then just trying to see how you all want to do it. I know we talk about Shirley Strawberry and Nesto, but as you can see, we can talk about a lot of different things, have a lot of fun with a lot of different topics that have nothing to do with those idiots. So my lady 747 does not want to talk about Jaguar. I don't even know who that is, to be completely honest with you. And so we will we'll figure that out. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a reorganizing mode, trying to get ready for 2025, y'all. It's going to be good. We're going to do a lot of different things. It's a movement. This tribe is a movement. I will say that right now is a great time for Black women to rise up, claim your power, reclaim your time. This country has done a lot of harm, and I think that enough is enough. So that's definitely a topic that I want to get into, is how we can make a movement and reclaim your power. So I am going to get out of here for tonight. I will see if I have the energy and the strength to do a station head. If not, if I don't do station head tonight, y'all, we're going to do it Friday night for sure. So definitely thank you all for coming out. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. Whether or not you have your picture in your avatar or not, you are beautiful, you are loved, and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that, not even you. All right? Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate you. I love you. I will see you all later. Have a good Wednesday night.